Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm just doing a little bit of work in Roblox Studio here. In the last video I just posted, I quickly made a how to connect a trailer to a vehicle and disconnect it thingy. It breaks. It breaks. So you can only use it once, actually, to attach and to detach, and then that's it. So what I wanted to do with this one in part 2 is I just wanted to make things a little more complicated. In that, okay, let's go over this. So attachment 1 is the truck. Attachment 2 is the trailer. But what if the truck and the trailer aren't actually in the workspace? Right? Let's say on some wild, they're in, we haven't spawned them into the game yet. Right? We haven't spawned them into the game yet. So now what? So what that's going to do is that's just going to change. That's going to change everything. So in this video, that's what we're going to do. This is going to be a little more, in depth. But it'll be. We just need to make 3 scripts, really 3 scripts. Okay. So the first script we're going to make is going to be the remove. So in our server script service, we want to right click. Insert object, and we're going to insert a script. Get rid of the blank hello world text. We don't need to tell these scripts to wait because they're server scripts. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to, then we also need to go into our replicated storage. We need to insert a remote event, and we are going to call this remove. That's it, just like that, remove. Alright, so now what we need to do is in our script, we want to say local remove equals game dot replicated storage. Yeah. Oh, I see child remove. So let's get rid of. I don't have enough room on my desk. Let's rename this. Delete object. There we go. Okay. Then what we want to do is we'll have 2 functions here. One is going to be for the player leaving the game, and then I guess we just have this for respawning, I suppose. If the player respawns, it'll remove the vehicle. Do we want to do that? Doesn't really matter. It probably doesn't really matter, to be honest. At this point, we probably don't need this script. Nah, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about this one here. We're going to do something different. Let's rename this to truck spawn. To spawn. All right, so now we're going to create a script that's going to allow us to spawn an object beside us. All right, so we need to say local. Replicated storage. Equals game dot get service. Replicated storage. Oh no, this is going to be server storage actually. Oh, that was tricky. Those guys, that was tricky. Local. Let's see. Spawn car. Spawn. Event. Spawn. Equals. And then we need 2 more remote events. We need 2 more remote events. So we'll duplicate that and duplicate that. We actually don't need this one anymore because that was for something else. So we'll rename this as spawn car, and we can rename this one as delete car. But I don't know if we are going to have that in this. I basically have the delete function in a separate script, and it actually worked out really well. So let's go. Event spawn equals what's the game. Oh no, we just say replicated storage. Replicated storage dot spawn car. Perfect. All right, and now what we want to say is event equals false. We want to say event spawn dot on server event event. On server event. Connect. Function. Alright, and then what we're going to have here is we're going to have the player. And pick up, that's the name of the part. This here is going to be the name of the part. I was happening to use it from something else. So we say local event equals true, and then we're going to say local car equals, I just say car, but we can say block equals, and then we need to find out where it is. So we need to say game dot server storage dot vehicles dot where is it here? We can say dot truck, okay? Dot truck. Now we're gonna need one of these for the truck, and we're gonna need one of these for the trailer as well. So this is just gonna handle the truck, and then I'll just duplicate it. We can have one for the trailer, and that's gonna have to be its own. Right? We'll just duplicate this script and just change a couple of things. Okay. All right. So the event, the block itself. So we need to go game dot server storage. All right, and then we need to say find first child vehicles, which is the folder where it's stored. Dot. Oh, and then we need to say find first child truck, because that's what we're trying to spawn here. Oops. Like that. Ha! Is that right? Yeah, I hope that's right. Okay. Here, let's see. Okay, now we need to say if block. Now that could be, it's just a variable, right? It's just a variable. If block, then we want to say local variable. Then we need XYZ, right? X equals player dot character, player dot CTER dot upper torso dot position dot X, and then we just need to do this X, Y, and Z. All right. I'll stop doing that. There, X, Y, Z. I suppose we could capitalize these two if we wanted to, really. Alright. So what that's going to do is that's going to give the position of the player. So when the object spawns into the world, it's going to spawn right beside the player. And now we need to say local clone block equals when you say block clone, just like that. And now we need to set the variables for the clone, right? So we need to say cloned block, okay, dot name, and then we need clone block. We need to say dot parent, and then we need to say clone block. So I'm gonna put this in here. If this was a vehicle, we need to say make joints. All right. We need this, but we're not actually going to be using it because we're just spawning a block. I don't know if it's going to give me an error. It shouldn't, but it might. So if you're spawning a vehicle, you're going to need that function, and you're also going to need, because I think that actually works with the A chassis. I'll have to double check that. Then we need clone car. Let's see, we need clone block. And then we need to say move to and then we need to say vector3.new, vector3.new, Then we see the variable X. And then what I did is I actually added this 10 here, so it's not like it doesn't jump right on top of you. It's just a little, you know, it's just a little further away from the player. But this is where you'll determine that, right? Variable Y and variable Z. All right. Then we just tell it to wait, and then we say event equals false. All right. So now what we need to do is we need to say clone the block's name. We need to give it the name, and that's going to be what I want to name that is player. Okay. Dot name. NAME dot, and then what I do is I put it in here, and I was naming all my cars the player's name S car. So when you're looking for the vehicle inside the workspace, you just go game.workspace, find first child, player's name S car, and it'll find that vehicle. And that's why I'm saying that when it comes to the vehicles and it comes to spawning in the trailers, you want to be able to give them custom names. So that way when you're activating the prompt, it'll be able to find the object that has the other attachment in it. And that's basically what we're going through right now, right? So we need the vehicle, which has one attachment in it, and then we need the trailer, which has another attachment in it. And when the player spawns both of those objects into the game or on the map or wherever they are, we want to have individual names so we as a programmer can track that with our code. All right, and then this one here, just the parent equals, and this should be equals here. This is just game.workspace. Perfect, just like that. Now that's the spawn truck, and you know, I'm gonna duplicate that, and we're gonna rename this one to trailer. Okay, and then all we have to do is we just have to go inside here, and we just have to change this to trailer. You just have to name the object you're trying to find that you want to spawn into the world. All right, that's one part. That's a really quick part. So the next part is we need to make a UI that the player can use, right? That we can activate, which is going to give us, which is going to allow us to spawn in the vehicle. And this is a whole new thing. All right, so we need to insert object. We need a text button. And in the text button, actually, we just need a local script, insert object, we need a local script, and we just need a little bit of code here. So we can delete that, we can tell it to wait again. If you just tell it to wait, it just slows down the code a little bit. And I find that it just helps the game a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, so we need... Yeah, we can say local UI equals. I guess it doesn't. You know, it doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. We'll just say button equals script dot parent. Script dot parent, right? And then we say button. Okay. Dot mouse button one down. Now, if you're a console player, you have to press select on the keypad, and then if you press your trigger button, it's like mouse button one down, right? Connect function. All right, and we're gonna say the player. I don't think we need a variable on this one, and we are going to say click equals true if click equals true, then we are going to say button. Oh, really? Is it not gonna? Button. Let's see. Oh no! What we need to do is we need to fire. Gotcha. We need to actually fire the remote event. So, do I need to name the remote event? I don't think I do. I think I can just say game.replicated storage, spawn car, and then we just need to say fire server. Just like that. And then in here, It's going to be button.name. So we actually need to rename the text button. Instead of text button, we need to rename the button to what we want. So this one is the truck, and then we can duplicate that. Here, I'm just, let's see. I know it's just an ugly little... I always make these like, why do you think my username is Fuglies, right? I always make these just ugly examples, and that's why it's Fuglies, like whatever. Okay, this one here, we'll just name this truck. And this one here, we'll name trailer. All right, it's just nothing, just quick. Okay, now this one here, all we have to do is edit the button name. I think that's right. All right, let's see. Let's see if that's right. Spawn card, not a valid member. Well, I know it's not. That's right. Server storage, spawn trailer, line 4. Yeah, replicated storage. No spawn card. Oh, that's server storage. Whoops. Oh, that's not gonna work. We'll just have to call this storage. This is what we'll do. Oh, what is that even? I'm sure that was from somewhere else. There. Do that. Is it still giving me the same? Still give me the same error? Oh yeah, because replicated storage. Alright, thank you very much. And then it says move to is not a valid move to clone block move to. I wonder why it's giving me an error on that. That's odd. Vector3.new. Variable XYZ. I don't know why it's giving me an error on that. Yeah. Move to is not a valid member of part workspace. 22 car. So I guess I don't actually need that part. As you saw, they spawned in, right? So I press truck. Spawn truck, same thing. Now, for some reason, it's spawning in both. This should be trailer. Just this, what is going on here? Spawn truck. No, this should be truck. That should be truck. That should be trailer. All right, we don't need to move to, I guess. And then when I press truck, oh, that's probably why, because both of them were, is that why? Because both of them were labeled the same? No. Oh, probably because it fires on here. Yes, 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 yes. So we need a remote event for each block. So this will be spawn truck, and then we need one spawn trailer. And then we're going to need a remote event for deleting the truck and deleting the trailer. All right, that makes more sense. So spawn trailer, replicated storage. This is the spawn trailer. And this one here is going to be spawn truck. All right, just like that. There we go. That was a little bit painful. I apologize for that. So now we just press truck. Oh my goodness, what did spawn truck. I guess I have to change it here too. Spawn trailer. There we go. All right. All right. Now I better play. Now this is, I wanted to explain sort of why all this matters. All right, so now you see if we look at the workspace, we have, it's labeled my car, and this one here it's labeled car. So we want to change how it's, what it is, right? So this should be trailer, right? So I have my truck spawned into the workplace, and I have my trailer spawned in the workplace. Now, if I press that, it gives me a, see? It gives me an error. It says, hey, wait a minute. It says, I can't find the trailer. Now, where is it? So now what we need to do is we have to go into the truck itself, and we actually have to change this code around. I was just playing around with it, but we have to change it because attachment 1 is different, right? So what we need to do, attachment 1, we need to say game dot workspace, and then we have to say wait for child. And then now we need to say this here, wait for child. Just like that. And we can do that. We can say player, game dot players. See if that works. So there's our truck. There's our trailer. Oh, you know, if I don't say move to, there's probably something else, something different with the parts. You notice it only spawns there. It won't actually spawn where I am on the map. Maybe that's why, because I'm working with parts and not vehicles. All right, see, expected attachment. Got part for rod constraint attachment 1. Car script line 8. Right here. Game.workspace. S trailer dot trailer. Is that right? Maybe that's right. I don't know if I have to name the attachment. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Hey, that worked. All right, so you see that? So I just kind of wanted to show this just as an example where once you allow the players to start to spawn their own objects into the map, you want to name them so you're able to keep track of them and you're able to find them with the code. And that way it's not so vague. Now you can find the specific trailer that the player has. Now, what I would also do is when they spawn a trailer, only allow them to spawn one trailer at a time. So whenever they press this button, it should fire a separate remote event, which is a delete trailer event. We can do that actually. We can do that here. We can say insert object, it could be another remote event, and we just rename this, right? Delete trailer. Let's get, I don't like the spaces. I get rid of the space here. We can say delete trailer, okay? And then in server script service, we can insert object. No, don't insert part. Right click, insert object. We can rename this delete trailer. Now we're gonna need ones for blocks, anything that the players spawn in. You're gonna want to have a remote event for it, and you want to have a script for it. I know it seems like a lot of work, but it is a lot of work, but trust me, it makes the game run a lot smoother, and that way players can't spawn the same object over and over and over again. They can only have one object, that's it. Every time they press the spawn button, it deletes the object that's there, and it'll spawn a new one in. And that's what you want in the game. Yeah, otherwise it causes big problems. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to say local event equals, and then we can say just game dot replicated storage dot delete trailer. All right, and we can say event dot oh no, we need to connect that. We need to connect that to a function here. So yeah, so we need to say event on server event on server event connect function player. All right. What we want to do, we can say player, or we can even say car name. Yeah, player, and then we'll just leave it at that. And then we'll say local. Oh, player, and then we want to say object. Object. All right, and we can say local object equals. Right, we can say game dot workspace, and then we want to say find first child, and just like that. Just like that. And then we want to say if object, right? Then obj object remove. All right, now that should work for the trailer. So if I just spawn in the trailer, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah, perfect. Okay, so we can spawn in a whole bunch of them. So now what I need to do is, when we press the button, I also need to go here, and I need to tell it to delete trailer first. Delete trailer. And then what I would do is I would say wait. I'd add a wait in there, like 1 second, right? And then it will spawn the trailer. All right, and then if we press play, there it is. And then if I do it again, you see it despawns it and it respawns another one. And that's what you want to do. You can do the same for your trucks, for your trailers, whatever. So now I don't know why the move to didn't work with these blocks. I do have a truck. Here, you know what? Let's try this. Let's try this. Fire server is a truck spawn, right? And then what I want to do is Yum Grocery. Let's try and spawn the truck in, and then I want to do this. Let's see if that works, right? Because it should say, oh, is it not? Is it always there? It is always there. Whoa. I must have done something here that. Oh, it's like another thing. Yeah, if blocked, then local variable XYZ, and then we have our clone car. Make joints, move to vector3.new XYZ. Huh. And weird. Yeah, menu is true, lock, search towards vehicles, jump grocery. That's strange. That is so strange. Right? Because this is the vehicle here. Oh, it is. I actually did. There's the truck there. And, oh, because it was X plus 10, right? Oh, why is it spawning all the way over there? Let's try that. It should spawn. Yeah, it's fine. What's going on over here? Move to is not a valid member of workspace. this move to? I wonder if I spelled that wrong. No, move to vector 3.new. I wonder why it's not working. Hold on, I'm gonna open up. Let's see, what's our runtime on this? This one's gonna be a little bit. Yeah, we're already at 30 minutes on this one. I apologize for that. Let's see. Yeah, let's open up from Roblox. I just want to see how I did that. Like, I must be missing something here. I must be missing something in the code. I'm not going to load Blue Truck City. It takes forever. I'll load Winter Assault. I know I took the game private. I want to update it and make it better than it is and re-release it. Just kind of sort of a future sort of thing. But I'm focusing solely on Blue Truck City right now, trying to get it up to snuff. All right, so get rid of that bit of code there. Yeah, what I was looking at was this here. UI bus. So server script storage, where UI spawn bus. Yeah, see the move to's in here. I wonder if that was the original. But this one here only let's where do I spawn on this one? I spawn there. All right, let's try it out. Let's see what let's see what happens. Let's play the game. See if it gives me the same error here. If something they've changed maybe. Yeah, so when I first started, obviously didn't know very much. Still don't know very much. I know a little bit more, but I still don't know very much. And let's go over here. There, you notice that? It didn't actually give me, didn't tell me that move to. It just gave me HASI warnings, which I've already corrected. But you notice that? It didn't give me the move to error. So if I pressed it again, and it moves. That's what it's supposed. That's what it's supposed to do, right? It's supposed to follow us around, but I don't know why the. That's just me in the code. I must have done something here. But then when I look at it, right? I look at it. UI bus. That's it. And in here, UI bus. So weird, huh? And then for this code, that's the code. UI bus. That's the replicate. That's the spawn event. On server event connect. Let me see here. Let me see. Connect player. False. See, I mean, here they use car, like whatever, right? Position. Yeah, make joints, move to. Oh, see that? Vector 3.new. Yeah, it's identical. Oh, no, it's not. Did you see the mistake? See the mistake? All right, we can get rid of that. That's a 0. not a, not a, that's a 0. All right, well that explains why it wasn't working. All right, probably don't need to make joints on the trailer. All right, now it shouldn't give me an error, and it should actually spawn where I want it to. Hopefully. All right, let's see. Hey, there we go. Now it's spawned on top of me. So it wasn't doing that because it was giving me an error. Right, so you see, so that's, now I don't have it set up to delete like I do, right? So as I move around, it's gonna spawn over and over and over again, unless I duplicate this and we rename this delete truck, right? And then we duplicate this and we rename it delete truck, and then in the delete truck here, TRUCK, and because we named the truck player name S truck, we have to rename the script. Otherwise, it's going to give me an error and say, hey, I can't find the truck. Where is it? All right, so we do that. Oh, run away. Oh, I don't see. It gave me an error there. Density. Hold on. What's it spawn it in as? Oh, player name.car. Player name.car. And here I have it as truck. Car. There we go. Uh-oh. I thought I just see a part fall off too. Did you see that? Hold on. Maybe there's some parts that aren't welded here. Hold on a second. What is going on? Spawn truck. Replicated stores. Player.names car. Delete truck. Object. Player.names car. Delete truck. Yeah, what's going on? Let me see. Let me see here. Spawns it in the workplace. It's called (22S) car, and then should delete it. Oh, you know why it's not deleting it? I know why. We have to add the function to the button. My apologies. Right? It's not going to fire a server on, or fire the server on its own. Replicated storage dot delete truck. There we go. Okay. So now the vehicle spawns in, or the object spawns in. They press it again. There. Now they can only ever spawn one at a time. And then I can go over these A chassis. There's some more to A chassis too to figure out, but there's a lot. I just haven't gotten around to it. Okay, so that is basically that. That's how you spawn objects and delete objects with a button. So after having done all of that, right? And you're going to say, now why does all that matter? Okay, let's tie all this together. Let's tie all this together. So we have the trailer and truck, right? So this one here, delete truck, spawn truck, spawn truck, spawn trailer, and then what do I want to do here? I want to change this to truck. And I want to change this one back to trailer. Okay, and then that way I should be spawning in the blocks again. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, move to is not a valid part of... I think when you're using blocks, instead of move to, I think it's dot position, and then it's dot position dot new when you're using blocks. I'm not 100%, but that's why we're getting this this error here on the script. So I actually have to, for the blocks, I actually have to do that. All right, so bear with me here as I tie all this together. Okay, so now we have a trailer, we have our truck, right? Why does it matter? Now in here we have one script. We have a script that creates the constraint. We need another script that removes the constraint. So this one here we can create, and then we can have this one here, remove. Okay. On the create script, what we want to do at the end of the script, we want to say button, okay, dot enabled equals false. And then what we want to do is we want to say game dot workspace, and then we want to say wait for child. It's going to be in, oh, actually, I don't, no. Script dot parent dot release dot enabled equals true. All right, that's on the create script. So now on the remove script, we need something else, right? So we need to say button, instead of the connect prompt, this is going to be the remove, this is going to be release, right? And then so we need to say script dot parent wait for child, and we're going to call it connect. And then we're going to say destroy. And then we're going to say script dot parent dot release dot enabled equals false. Then we need to say script dot parent dot enabled dot connect prompt dot enable equals true. And I think it's just basically just that. Should be just that easy. We spawn in our truck, we spawn in our trailer, we connect it, we drive around. Okay, we're done. We drop our trailer. Okay, let's spawn in a new trailer somewhere else. We connect it. Didn't work. Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? It's like it just doesn't want to so I wonder if I have to connect this through I might have to add like a boolean in here, because that would suck having to respawn your vehicle every time you wanna connect to a trailer. So connect, yeah. Release, yeah. Yeah, it only wants to connect once. It only wants to make one constraint once. And then it doesn't want to do that again. Oh. It actually created another rod constraint in there. Oh, okay, let's see what's going on here with this. This is it, right? This is what I do. I'm just playing around, whatever. Hitch.name. Yeah. Should be connect. Script.parent.truck. It should actually just be script.parent. That's probably why. No. Yeah, .truck. That's attachment number 0. And then we have attachment 1 is game.workspace, wait for child, the trailer, and then This is the attachment within the trailer. And then when we release it, script parent. Oh, instead of wait for child, I should say find first child. You know that? Yeah, there we go. Maybe that's the problem. Well, this is how we learn, right? This is how we learn. We gotta, you know. No, it didn't do anything. What it did is it just created a blank rod constraint. And then it said attempt to index nil with destroy. Yeah, it's so weird. Like it spawn the vehicle in, spawn the trailer in. All right. Something's going on here. Oh, you know what? This probably has to be within the function. Yes. There we go. That's starting to make a little more sense. Hey, there we go. We can do it over and over. Then we can spawn in another trailer. And we can connect to it. Wonderful. So there you have it. There you have it. I know part two this was a little bit longer, right? But I just wanted to show how to make a UI which allows you to spawn objects, players to spawn objects. And then when you spawn them, we want to create custom names for those objects that we can track. And that's how we're able to make that's how we're able to make this work. Pretty fancy, huh? So that'll do it for part two. It's probably a little confusing. I don't know how to make it any kind of easier than that. But that's it. You need the remote events, and the code, and then the UI, and then the two objects. But that's it. So you could take this trailer, you could take this here and attach this to any vehicle, and then you could do the same thing with this object. You can take it and you can attach it to any vehicle, and now you have a truck and a trailer, like a Hitch package. So what I don't know how to do yet is how to upload that to Roblox so other players can buy it or use it. I'd probably just give it away for free, honestly. That's just the way I am. I don't really care. Like, whatever, right? If players want it that badly, here it is, okay? So what I'm going to try and do now is I'll try and upload it to Roblox and see if I can get it out there for you guys. Because as you can see, it's plug and play. I'll just make it a package. And yeah, that's it. So thank you so much for watching part two, and I will see you in another video. Bye till then.